Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Matt, the DIY Prepper, and today I want to talk about some of the most forgotten preps that may be the most important. Stay tuned. Alright, well, let's get to talking about prepping and your bug out bags and things like that. Chances of us ever actually having to go through some bug out scenario where the world has collapsed and a total SHTF situation, it's pretty rare. Chances of you having to go through something where maybe a forest fire or a hurricane, some type of situation where you need to evacuate for a weather-related issue, that's pretty feasible. Most of us will go through that at some point in time. So here's a couple things that get overlooked. And some of these things will be good for a bug-in situation as well as everyday use also. First and foremost, your hygiene stuff. Bars of soap, extra deodorant. Do you have a way to shave? Things like that. These are things that I find myself overlooking quite a bit. It's not cool, it's not fun, it's not the thing that I enjoy buying. It's not guns and knives and fire steels and awesome things like that. But really, they're the most important. And chances that I'll need soap or deodorant, it's a whole lot more likely I'm going to need that than I'm going to need a fire steel or a new AR. Another thing is, imagine that your family and you got separated. What if there was a fire that divided your town and you weren't quite sure where everybody was? You got to think, a lot of this stuff is going to happen during the day. Everybody's going to be at work. Do you have a USB stick that's loaded with copies of your important documents, family photos, other identifying information, good to know information, lists of things that you might need to claim on your insurance for home, serial numbers for your firearms, things like that. Just think about all the information that you could store on this. Whenever you get a chance, plug it into any computer, have backup files for all your important documents, all your photos, all that stuff. You know, we were broke into one time. Our house was robbed. They took everything we had. They left us furniture and laundry. They ripped my gun safe completely out of the wall. We had it bolted down to the floor exactly the way you're supposed to do. They ripped all that completely out. The floor came out attached to the safe. I lost everything. But on a USB, I had a document that had all the serial numbers and everything else. I got that stuff back. Or at least a portion of it. Something to think about. Everybody has one of these laying around. Maybe you need to go through it. It's a sewing kit. The ability to sew buttons on. Different colors of thread. I like to take and add some dental floss to these because it's a whole lot stronger. That's what I re-sew all my buttons on. It's dental floss. Try that. Safety pins. You can never have enough safety pins. Keep as many of those as you can find. If you're anything like me, every phone number you have is stored in your phone. Take the time to write those down somewhere. Put them on a piece of paper. Save them to your computer. Keep it in your billfold. Put it on your USB drive. Keep that drive attached to your bag. No matter what, you may lose this, but you're not going to lose your contact information. You're not going to lose the information to get a hold of the people that you care about the most. Anyway, I guess the whole point of this video isn't really to make you a list of things that you need to do, but think outside the tactical. Get away from the tactical and think about the stuff that you actually use. What are the things that you're actually going to need? You know, me personally, I'm going to have an extra watch. I hate being without a watch. My bug out bag has buttons. My bug out bag has soap and deodorant, hand sanitizer. These things that aren't necessarily fun. Take a look at things from that perspective. Another thing I want to mention is we have a friend. It's a mutual friend of my wife and I. And she cuts hair for a living. And we got a picture that she sent us of a poor girl who, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the situation, but she didn't have a comb. She didn't have a brush. And she went a couple months without that. And I'm not sure what all led up to it, and I'm not going to get into that. But she had a football-sized mat. It had matted up and stuck and adhered itself to the side of her head. She actually had to shave her complete head. And that's a real issue. I mean, think about it. How many people have a comb? This is thought of something that's just cosmetic, but this is hygienic. This is just as important as brushing your teeth. If you keep your hair cut short like mine, it's not that big a deal. But this is just as important as soap. Your hair needs to be taken care of daily. Your fingernails. Do you have a pair of fingernail clippers in your bag? If you're gone for a week, fingernails can grow. They snag up. It's not life-threatening, so to speak, but I tell you what, it can sure make your time terrible. Anyway, think about these things. Think about the hygiene items that you use without fail every week. Every week. Put those in your bug out bag. Make one up for your family. Just get a little shaving kit. That's what I use. Just a simple men's shaving kit. I pile all that stuff in there. Most of the stuff I got from the travel section at Walmart or Target or wherever. I just put that stuff in there. I put it in there and I forget about it. I don't even think about it. Don't get in it. It's just always there whenever I need it. Anyway, just a different thing to think about as far as your preps go. Think about these things. Let me know if there's any suggestions that you got, because I learned a lot from you guys. And until next time, be safe.